want in. That's what the reflective insulation solves. But once we've done that, it is very, very important to get rid of the hot air that accumulates in your attic, and that's why we highly recommend putting in a solar attic fan to improve your ventilation. The same Hades hot sun baking on your roof here in Sacramento is the same sun baking on Half Moon Bay's roof. Well, why is Half Moon Bay's attic 80 degrees, but your attic's 150? You've chosen to live up here. So if you live on the coast, you don't need an attic fan, but up here it's so important to improve your ventilation. And then the final leg is your airflow, which is your air conditioning and heating ducts. And the problem with the average ducting is they leak a minimum of 28% just after 10 years of use. And most people know that if they dust their home and 3, 4, 5 days later there's a big buildup of dust again, that tends to be the ducts. So what we do is we come in and with triple cushion vibration and we scrape clean every duct 3 separate times. Taking cholesterol off your vein, getting rid of the junk. Then we purify your ducts using Envirocon. That's what hospitals use to sterilize the air, so you're breathing cleaner air. And then the most important thing we do is we wrap and seal the ducts with the reflective insulation blankets, turning your duct into a thermos. So now it's instant cool, instant hot. It's a vapor barrier. You're not trapping moisture. And number 3, most importantly, you don't get the rodent invaders into the duct run. And then the final process that we do is, if it's needed, is we suck out all the old insulation if you have a rodent problem or it's dirty and feces infested. And then we blow clean green insulation in for the soundproofing benefits, so the house is quieter. But then you have reflective insulation that turns your home into a thermos. You have an attic fan that improves your ventilation. Then you have your ducting, so that way you're breathing cleaner air. And then as a sidebar note, if you need to suck out the old insulation, we do that, sterilize the attic, and blow new back in.
Simply amazing, Garrett. We're talking with Garrett Harwood. Garrett is a certified energy consultant. His company, Eagle Shield, has been working with NASA technology for almost 30 years. Look, if you'd like Garrett and his team to assess your home, from your mobile phone, dial pound 250. That's pound 250. Say Eagle Shield. They'll set up an absolutely free, no-obligation demonstration, and the first 20 callers will receive 25% off all material and labor, plus 0% financing for 18 months OAC. Dial pound 250 and say Eagle Shield. That's pound 250. Say Eagle Shield. Now remember, if you happen to be put on hold for a brief time, hang in there. This is a very popular offer. They will get to you right away. Once again, pound 250, say Eagle Shield. The team is standing by.
So have you heard the latest from PG&E? They're proposing yet another rate hike for 2024. This time, another 22%. I'm Sullivan here for Eagle Shield Insulation Technology by NASA. If you're a PG&E customer, you need Eagle Shield. Homes with Eagle Shield remain up to 10 degrees warmer in the winter, 10 to 12 degrees cooler in the summer, all while running your furnace or AC 70% less. Not only is your home so much more comfortable, but you also save up to 44% on your heating and cooling costs immediately, day one. But you know what? After 3 years, their offer of 25% off all labor and material, along with the no-interest financing for 18 months, is coming to an end. So call now to lock in the savings before it's gone. Book your free demonstration now. From your mobile phone, dial pound 250, and when prompted, say the keywords Eagle Shield. Easy one-day installation. Dial pound 250 and say Eagle Shield.
Welcome back to this special edition of At Home with KFBK. My special guest today is Garrett Harwood. He is the CEO of Eagle Shield. And Garrett, you've mentioned that you save people thousands. Tell me how Eagle Shield saves people money.
Well, if you look at typically the amount of money people are paying in a home to make their family cooler in the summer, warmer in the winter. So you're dealing with kilowatt charge, which is electricity for summer, and you're dealing most of the time with therm charge in the winter. So if you are allowing the radiant heat to come into your home in the summer and you're miserable at 6, 7, 8, 9 o'clock at night, well, if you know that's peak load rate where you're getting charged the most amount of kilowatt usage, by keeping 97% of that heat out, you're instantly 10 to 12 degrees cooler in the summer in your living space. You're now not cycling your air conditioner on for an hour, off for 5 minutes. Now it's on for 5, 10 minutes, and it's off for an hour. So now you're not getting kicked into your higher tier. You save up to 44% off your bill. Same thing applies in the winter. You're heating the home, hotter rises. That's why cats jump on the roofs. Now you're running your heater 70% less because you're warmer far more, and you're getting the health benefit if you're not drying out the air by cycling the heater in the air more than you should. So that's why you save literally thousands of dollars over the course of your lifetime, because if your average bill is $400 and you save 44% of that, I mean, do the math. It literally is designed so that it pays for itself.
You know, and it's so true. It seems like when your system isn't working like it should, you don't have that great insulation in the attic. It seems like, as you mentioned, Garrett, instead of the unit running for 5 minutes and off for an hour, it's like it's off for 5 minutes and then it's back on. And 5 minutes later, it's back on again. I think a lot of folks can identify with that. So, where do we go from here? How does a homeowner start, Garrett?
So the first thing we would recommend is give us a call at pound 250. Our team will come out. All our people are licensed and bonded. You'll love them. They're really good people, and we've been doing it for many, many years. They'll assess the attic, and they'll let you know exactly what condition your current insulation is in, and then we'll give you no obligation free bid. Won't cost you anything for us to come out and take a look at it.
Well, that's simple enough. How long does an installation usually take, Garrett?
Typically, we start about 7 in the morning, and we're typically done between 11 and 5 in the afternoon. It's all predicated upon how easy it is to crawl through the attic, how easy it is to traverse your trusses and your knee walls, and making sure that we're walking properly over your stud bays and we're not creating an issue. So we're done in the day 99% of the time.
Well, with the success rate that you've had and the ease of installation, I guess that's why 60,000 plus installations and growing.
Yes, we're very thankful, and the product sells itself, and literally we are truly blessed to be able to provide comfort, health, and save people money at the same time. You know, besides the fact that our products are incredibly affordable, the installation usually takes on average 1 day, and the savings on the utility bill will be seen for a lifetime immediately. You know, our customers do rave about our white glove, no hassle installation process all the time. It's one of the things we're very proud of. So thank you again for having me.
Once again, we've been talking with Garrett Harwood. Garrett is a certified energy consultant. His company, Eagle Shield, has been working with NASA technology for almost 30 years. Now look, if you'd like Garrett and his team to assess your home, from your mobile phone, dial pound 250, that's pound 250, say Eagle Shield, and they'll set up an absolutely free, no obligation demonstration. Now the first 20 callers will receive 25% off all materials and labor, plus 0% financing for 18 months on your good credit. Again, pound 250, say Eagle Shield. Dial pound 250 and say Eagle Shield. Now remember, if you happen to be put on hold for a brief time, hang in there. This is a very popular offer. They will get to you right away. Call right now. Your team is standing by. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Tom Sullivan here for Eagle Shield Insulation Technology by NASA. If you're a PG&E customer, you need Eagle Shield. Homes with Eagle Shield remain up to 10 degrees warmer in the winter, 10 to 12 degrees cooler in the summer, all while running your furnace or AC 70% less. You also save up to 44% on your heating and cooling costs immediately, day one. So call now to lock in the savings before it's gone. Book your free demonstration now. From your mobile phone, dial pound 250 and when prompted, say the keywords Eagle Shield. Easy one-day installation. Dial pound 250 and say Eagle Shield.
Local news, traffic, and weather. You're minutes away from a fresh update on KFBK News Radio.
With the holidays upon us, the increase in traveling, shopping, and connecting online also heightens the need to protect your identity and finances with with LifeLock. Identity thieves see this time of year as an opportunity to drain your accounts, open new loans in your name, and damage your financial future. LifeLock detects and alerts you to the threats you might miss on your own. Don't let the busy holiday season catch you off guard. Save up to 25% off your first year with promo code CLAY. LifeLock.com, promo code CLAY.
Hi, Dwayne Dickerbacher here, president of Brower Mechanical. If you have an older gas water heater and live in SMUD service area, state, federal, and SMUD rebates now combine to allow you to get a new water heater installed with all costs covered. Yes, free. In over 35 years, I've never seen anything like this. Nothing out of pocket, and we'll do all the paperwork for you. Visit BrowerMechanical.com now for details before funding expires. BrowerMechanical.com. Terms and conditions may apply.
California's capital city, now trending on KFBK, Sacramento's news radio.
Well, there's good news when it comes to the I-10. It'll be opening ahead of schedule.
10,000 labor hours all told to get us to this point ahead of schedule. 8 days to get this thing open and operational. And that means, if you're doing the math, this thing opens tonight. It will be fully operational tomorrow.
Governor Gavin Newsom, more than 250 people worked on this section of the freeway 24 hours a day after a fire last Saturday. Officials have also released a picture of a person of interest in the case. And speaking of the I-10, a grant program is being made available for downtown businesses that may have been affected by the Santa Monica freeway closing. Mayor Karen Bass's program is being administered by the Los Angeles Economic Workforce and Development Department. That's Employees News on my Maker.
An accident in Sacramento, westbound Cap and El Camino. It's blocking the left lane. That's why you're slowing from Marconi. Also, westbound Cap and El Camino, minor fender bender, taking away the center divide. It's a slow ride eastbound Cap from Main Street to Cal Expo. A new accident in Antelope has got your foot on the brakes. Antelope Road and Poker Lane. Two vehicles involved over to the right-hand shoulder. You're bumper to bumper on the 1599 split at 15th Street. Highway 4 both directions closed between Mount Reba Road and 89 due to snow on the roadway. Traffic on the 10s every 10 minutes, mornings and afternoons. Steve Herrera, KBK News Radio, 93.1 FM, 1530 AM.
Now, Sacramento weather. 33 degrees and otherwise clear with a low 43. Tomorrow, sunny much of the time with a high 65. Partly cloudy Tuesday with a high 66. From AccuWeather's Gregory Patrick on KFBK, Sacramento's News Radio.
KFBK, Sacramento News Radio.
If you want to see more details,
93.1 FM. Right now, 1530 AM.
Your latest news, traffic, and weather.
And everywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
Sounding the alerts, my friends. My name is Sean Davis, otherwise known as Graybeard. I host the show Solar-Wise, where we talk about living that life powered by the sun. But my friends, those of you that are in PG&E territory, alert, DEFCON 5. Oh my gosh, did you hear? Most recently, just in the last few days, PG&E has formally requested a 22% rate increase. If you are a PG&E customer, they want 22% more beginning next year. The CPUC is set to decide on this decision any moment now, but my show today is going to be dedicated to helping you get ahead of this, helping you save some money. Solar is the only option for saving. Solar is the only way to mitigate this. Solar is the only way to get ahead of it. I think that this is just the beginning of more to come, and today I'm going to be talking about this 22% rate increase that PG&E is proposing. I'm also going to share with you new solar customers the highest deals and incentives available today. I am a solar broker. I've got more options than most, and I'm going to share some of the best incentives for you to take advantage of right now to help mitigate getting PG&E out of your
over a poorly maintained PG&E transmission line. The resulting blaze destroyed the town of Paradise, California, killing 85 people. PG&E was found liable, and the massive cost drove the nation's largest utility into bankruptcy, from which it emerged in 2020. But just a year later, and in the same county, PG&E equipment started another catastrophic fire, prompting the utility to announce plans to move 10,000 miles of distribution lines underground. But undergrounding just 1 mile costs anywhere from $1.8 to $6 million. The total plan would likely be in the tens of billions, and that bill would be cleared by PG&E's customers, who already face some of the highest rates in the nation.
It's very expensive to live in this state, and people are already spending a lot of their money on keeping the lights on, keeping their heat on a cold night, so keeping their medical devices running.
If we keep pushing up electricity rates,
The most vulnerable of us are not going to be able to pay.
The most vulnerable of us are not going to be able to pay. How about the everyday average, basically Californian, is not going to be able to pay unless you're uber wealthy and sitting on millions and millions of dollars. I mean, this is outrageous. Don't get me started. Now, if you paid attention to the language there, they said 10,000 miles need to be underground. 10,000 miles of transmission lines need to be underground at a cost of somewhere between 1.6 million a mile up to 6 million a mile. Let me do some quick calculations here. See how much this adds up to be. 6 million maximum times 10,000 miles. $60 billion. Guess who gets the chance to book that? You! Friends, if you're listening right now, if you're in PG&E territory, this is going to fall on your wallet. They're going to reach in there, grab as much money as they can in the form of rate increases, and abscond with that money. They didn't do the maintenance before. They're paying Patty Poppy, at least in 2022, $50 million to run PG&E. Yet they want to charge you for undergrounding the lines, which they should have been doing for decades. Now get this, here's some more audio to go along with this. This is that 22% rate increase request that they just had in the last few days. Take a listen to this.
A lot of people aren't going to like this. A controversial request from PG&E. PG&E wants to raise rates by double digits to help pay for wildfire safety improvements. Today, PG&E made its case for that rate hike in front of state regulators. Here's NBC's Ian Cole.
Today, PG&E laying out their argument for raising the average customer's monthly bill by 22%. Officials say not only does the company need to adjust for inflation and the high price of wholesale natural gas, they also need the extra revenue to reduce risk in gas and electric operations. That includes placing 2,100 miles of power lines underground to reduce the threat of a wildfire being triggered by lines in high-risk areas.
Now, as a former financial advisor, let me make sure that you pay attention to the numbers that were just given. So, PG&E is currently asking the CPUC for a 22% rate increase in 2024 because they want to, in part, underground 2,100 miles worth of overhead transmission lines. But in the prior segment, their goal is to underground 10,000 miles of lines. So it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out that you've got huge risks for rate increases in the future. This is just the beginning. And by the way, my friends, this is just to fix the aging grid. This is not new capacity. This is not new generation. This is not more electricity for Californians. It's none of that. It's just to fix what they should have been fixing decades ago. Don't get me fired up here, right? So here's why I want to discuss what I want to discuss. I've got some incredible solar deals available. For you new solar customers, let me talk to you. If you are in PG&E territory right now and you don't have solar, you're warned now. You know what's coming. They're asking for more. It's only going to get worse with time. What's your plan? Get ready. They're going to get ahead of it. How are you going to make sure that you're not continuing to enrich PG&E at the cost of community after community? And see, the only way to not participate in this, the only way to get ahead of it, the only way to mitigate it, the only way to reduce your costs, the only way to save money is with solar. So here's what I would encourage you to do. New solar customers, I've got a special report. It's called the hottest deals and incentives I have available. Everything from, how about this, no cost solar batteries. you live in a high fire threat district and you are a medical baseline customer of PG&E, you may be eligible to get up to $26,000 worth of Tesla Powerwalls at no out-of-pocket cost to you. None. Okay? That is